CTV Edmonton, local breaking news with Connor Hogg.
Good evening. After weeks of speculation, the Edmonton Oilers made it official today. Mike Babcock is the club's newest head coach. Babcock has a controversial past, and as CTV's Nariman Issa reports, he's not apologizing for it.
The Edmonton Oilers have their new bench boss.
I have to tell you, I was enjoying retirement like you can't believe and never thought that we'd be back in this room or coach again.
Veteran head coach Mike Babcock is tasked with bringing the Stanley Cup back to Edmonton. The Oilers general manager points to Babcock's experience. The 68-year-old has won a Stanley Cup and 2 Olympic gold medals as a head coach.
The last 2 coaches that the Oilers had hired were first-time coaches, and I think at the time that they were brought in, it made a lot of sense and it was a really good fit. I think we need something different than we had before.
Babcock's hiring is controversial. The NHL cleared him last week after investigating allegations he violated the privacy of players on the Columbus Blue Jackets in 2023. He stepped down before coaching a game. Babcock isn't apologizing for his coaching style or his history.
Being hard on people, a lot of times being hard on them is confused with telling the truth. I actually don't think my intentions are wrong that often. I think sometimes my tone is for sure, and we have to work at that.
This latest move is approved by the Oilers leadership group. Babcock met with Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, and Zach Hyman before the hiring.
I went through in detail the changes that would have to be made for us to have success when it mattered. And when they said they were all in, the next step was to get together with the ownership group.
Babcock and the team say they are aware of the perception of this hiring and says things will be different.
There's going to be lots of hard communication. But as long as that communication is straightforward and behind closed doors and respectful of one another, you have a chance to improve the organization and get better.
Like, there's nothing wrong with holding players accountable for their performance, but also doing it in a way that's respectful, and that's what we expect here.
The Oilers also hired former Senators and Kings head coach DJ Smith as an associate coach. Nariman Issa, CTV News, Edmonton.
It's been a record-setting June for rainfall in the area, and we're not done yet. Edmontonians are drying off and enjoying the sunshine while it lasts. Rain is scheduled to return soon. CTV's Jeremy Thompson reports.
The sun is out in all its glory at the newly renovated Horillac Park.
The sun is shining today and it feels like it hasn't in a very long time, so we were excited to get out and soak it all up.
After days of record-setting rain, Edmontonians couldn't wait to get outside.
Some of us haven't been to the park since it reopened, and couldn't be better. We don't want to keep riding, we just want to stay here.
She likes wearing goggles or doggles. She has like 4 pairs, different colors.
This group, celebrating graduation day, overjoyed to get dressed up without getting drenched.
She got some good pictures because of the sun. We got some good sun pictures.
The sunshine on my shiny day.
Is it going to rain again? I hope not.
It is.
It's so unpredictable. Edmonton is so unpredictable.
Rain is in the forecast for the end of the week. Storm ponds like this one in South Edmonton are already nearly full, though EPCOR says they're working as expected. It's even lifted its water use advisory for Edmonton as the city starts to dry out. Downtown, the wading pool is popular again, and the long-running Works Art and Design Festival is making the most of the break in the weather.
Are you enjoying the sun?
I am so grateful for this sunbeam that's going right in my eye right now. I don't mind at all.
The festival is still on when it rains, with covered exhibits in Churchill Square and indoor venues elsewhere in the city.
We've been outdoors for 41 years. We know what it takes to prepare for what weather may come.
Jeremy Thompson, CTV News, Edmonton.
The town of Tofield says while water in the community itself is receding, there are still areas that need work. The town is still under a state of emergency because of overland flooding issues. The mayor says provincial assistance has been deployed and resources are in place. With more rain coming this weekend, people in Tofield are being told to keep their water use down. That means avoiding running the dishwasher, doing laundry, and cutting down on showers. Drivers in the area are advised to check 511 for road closures. Beaumont is also restricting non-essential water use. That city's wastewater systems are also over capacity because of all the rain. And with the rain clearing, the mosquitoes are back. After a few years of dry springs curbing the city's mosquito population, this year's rainfall is sending it on an upward trajectory. And depending on the forecast, it could get much worse. CTV's Amanda Anderson reports.
After a soggy few days, Erica Nordstrom is happy to be outside.
It feels great. The kids are having a blast. It's sunny, it's warm. We're having a good time.
Even if it means getting eaten alive by mosquitoes.
I have one bite on my ankle, but that's it. I was expecting more.
I'm assuming they'd be bad because of the rain, but to be honest, I haven't noticed, but I've just been covering myself in bug spray.
The city's mosquito expert says Edmontonians have gotten a break from mosquitoes because of relatively dry weather over the past 5 or 6 years.
The numbers are actually remarkably low considering the amount of precipitation that we got. I think largely the egg banks were not as heavily infested with mosquito eggs.
Jenkins says one female can lay hundreds of eggs. In the spring, it takes about a month for the eggs to hatch into adults.
Once we get into the summer season, especially really warm days, their metabolism ramps up. Some of those species can actually go from egg to adult in less than 5 days.
Jenkins says there's another mosquito species that's growing in Edmonton that can lay eggs and hatch within an hour, a species associated with West Nile virus.
Unlike the floodwater species, their numbers don't depend as much on rainfall. They actually prefer hot conditions and only a little bit of rainfall.
Bug spray and removing standing water will help. There's also pest control companies like BuzzBoss. Brian Webster says they're able to offer added protection in backyards, a place the city's spray program may not impact.
They just can't control all of the standing bodies of water, random puddles in backyards, drainage ditches that are plugged in the back alleyway, people's bird feeders, things like that.
With more rain in the immediate forecast, there will likely be a lot more of this.
I'm prepared for the worst here. We'll see what happens.
Amanda Anderson, CTV News, Edmonton.
Lethbridge police are working with Quebec investigators after the suspect in a deadly Montreal shooting was identified as a man from Alberta. A police officer, a bystander, and the shooter were killed. CTV's Tyler Barra reports.
A day after a Montreal attack left 3 people dead, including the suspected shooter, Lethbridge police swarmed a west side neighborhood of low-rise townhomes. Putting up police tape and blocking off the street, a tactical vehicle was stationed on site not far from the University of Lethbridge. The Quebec coroner named 25-year-old Seth Scott Hatfield of Lethbridge as the gunman killed in the shooting.
Thoughts and prayers are with those that are affected by this horrific accident.
Lethbridge police confirmed they are working with Quebec investigators, but would not say if the high-risk operation at Varsity Village was linked. Residents were surprised by the police search, but didn't remember Hatfield.
I had no idea that he lived on this block. None.
Kind of a concern, but I'm not really thinking about it, so I don't know. I haven't seen anything or whatever.
The University of Lethbridge says it condemns the shooting while confirming he was a student. Hatfield was listed on the University of Lethbridge's Dean's List for the winter 2026 semester, studying philosophy. The school says it is cooperating with appropriate authorities. Police in both Montreal and Lethbridge are trying to piece together his movements from the southern Alberta city to Montreal. They do have a starting point. A more than 100-page-long manifesto was found in his Montreal hotel room containing violent messages against women and police, along with themes inspired by the incel movement, blaming video games and pornography for increased loneliness in young men.
These kind of manifestos in the past have turned out to be the rantings of a person with mental health issues.
King says Montreal will lead the investigation, while Lethbridge Police Service will work to speak with anyone who knew Hatfield. They'll also be searching through electronic devices left behind.
Did he have, contact with, online chat groups, online, all of that kind of stuff. And if Lethbridge can help fill that information in, that will be useful.
Tyler Barrow, CTV News, Calgary.
A man who worked as a custodian at a southwest Edmonton school is facing child sexual exploitation charges. Alert's Internet Child Exploitation Team says Crispolo Camillus worked as a custodian at Louis St. Laurent Catholic School. Officers arrested him at his Edmonton home last week. He's been charged with accessing and possessing child sexual exploitation materials. Alert says while the charges are related to online offenses, the accused had direct contact with children due to his job. The provincial government says it has a plan to improve cancer care over the next 10 years.
At its core, this strategy is about one thing: better outcomes and better care for every person facing cancer in our province.
The Hospital and Surgical Health Services Minister says the plan includes more than 40 actions and commitments. That includes a push to integrate more AI into diagnosis and treatment. The province says its goal is that 90% of cancer patients are meeting wait time targets by 2030. According to provincial numbers in March, about 50% of surgeries for 5 common cancers were completed in the recommended time. Former Premier Ed Stelmach helped celebrate the opening of a new health centre that will bear his name.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
A rousing ribbon cutting to rename the Covenant Wellness Community to the Stelmach Community Health Centre. The centre brings together several outpatient clinics and services from the Grey Nuns Community Hospital. Covenant says this will help create more space in the hospital itself. The centre is named for Ed Stelmach and his wife Marie to honour their service to the community.
When I first heard about it, it was a surprise, and it's hard to find the words because it's not something that I ever expected through my own political life at all.
Ed and Marie Stelmach specifically have been great contributors to our province, to our communities, and specifically this project itself. And so great to honor their contribution, at the same time celebrate this innovation that will see people getting care in the community, the right place, the right time.
Covenant's CEO says they're now working on the other phases of this project, including residences, a retail space, and a continuing care facility. The Alberta government is assembling a team to come up with new ways to fund municipal infrastructure. The Municipal Affairs Minister says the group will bring together local leaders and industry reps. The goal is to shift some of the burden of paying for city projects like roads and transit lines off property taxes. The council will look at financing plans that have been successful in other jurisdictions. Minister Dan Williams brought up the example of municipal bonds that are used in some areas of the U.S. to pay for long-term projects, as well as P3 public-private models, tax incremental financing, and pooling costs across municipalities. A group of 6th graders in Edmonton raised thousands of dollars for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Students at Blair McPherson Elementary School presented a $10,000 check to the Make-A-Wish Foundation this morning. The students spent all year organizing fundraisers and collecting donations. Their teacher says the kids were inspired by another student.
About 4 years ago, I had a student named Kaya. He's in grade 9 now. He was in my class, and we decided to give something back to the community. And Kaya had just applied for a wish, so my class jumped on board and we decided to raise money for Make-A-Wish.
I feel really proud to give someone a wish, especially when they're going through a tough time.
The school says in past years their goal was only a few $1,000s, and this year they wanted to raise an amount that could actually fulfill a wish. Coming up next, the latest in the ongoing back and forth between Calgary City Council and the province over how late the music can play at this year's Calgary Stampede. Also just ahead, a grade 9 teacher trades the classroom for the rugby pitch.
I'm finding I'm always using those teacher skills on the field, and I'm using those referee skills in the classroom.
Good evening, folks. Nice to see some sunshine today, and temperatures back into the 20s. We'll be in the mid-20s for daytime highs Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then it cools off for the weekend, and the rain returns for Saturday and Sunday. Closer look at all that in just a few minutes.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
Calgary City councillors have voted down an attempt to reverse noise bylaw changes after complaints about those changes to the Cowboys Stampede tent. CTV's Jordan Canagan has more.
Calgary Stampede tents, such as the Cowboys Music Festival, will have to end concerts by midnight on weeknights and turn down the volume compared to last year.
We have sent a strong signal that we value people more than big money. This isn't about the Stampede at all. It's about one single bad actor who has chosen to treat their neighbors like garbage. You cannot get away with that in the city of Calgary.
A council vote to revert rules back to what they were last Stampede failed on a 9-6 vote Tuesday.
I said that we need to listen to business owners, organizations, Tourism Calgary, arts organizations, and that we can maybe hit something in the middle with the decibels, and I thought it was quite reasonable.
Cowboys complained the earlier end time for music could lead to layoffs and lost revenue.
It's not Stampede itself, it is the Cowboys tents and these off-site events that are causing extreme noise violations throughout the night, right?
You got to think about the residents in the area and people who are affected by that as well.
Premier Danielle Smith wrote to Calgary requesting the city work out issues with event operators, but the mayor argues community concerns need to be addressed locally.
We heard from thousands of local residents about the property damage that was occurring, the loud music until late, nearly 2-3 a.m. on weeknights.
The noise restrictions updated in February require outdoor concerts to be 5 decibels lower than last year, but the time and volume restrictions are not expected to impact the Stampede grounds in any way.
The Coke Stage, GMC Stadium, they're shut down by 11:30 every night. Nashville North, last live performance on weeknights ends at midnight.
Jordan Cadigan, CTV News, Calgary.
NAIT is celebrating one of its largest graduating classes this year. More than 7,000 students will walk across the stage at the Edmonton Convention Centre over 4 days. Students are graduating from programs including dental assisting, conservation biology, and technology and management. Many of them will begin working in their field right away.
They hit the ground running when they graduate. There's tremendous opportunity. Our employment rates are over 90% for our graduates, and it's a quicker attachment to the industries as well that they're aligned to.
You really get the opportunity to really grow with your instructors, especially with us, we're in a cohort, so we stay with our instructors in our class throughout our whole entire 2 years that we're here, and I really love that because we got to bond together and grow together as a group.
8 graduation ceremonies will be held this week. A local grade 9 teacher recently traded the classroom for a rugby pitch to use his refereeing skills at a high-level match.
Use it. Oh, is that out? No, not yet. Robin Kaluzniak directing traffic.
Seen here during a semi-final match, Robin Kaluzniak has been refereeing for Major League Rugby for 9 seasons. Rugby Canada says he's now the first Canadian ever appointed to referee the Major League Rugby final. Kaluzniak helped keep players in check during the final game this past Sunday in Illinois. He's been refereeing for 15 years, starting locally and working his way up. He credits his trainers for helping him make it to the top level and says his experience in the classroom doesn't hurt either.
When you're refereeing a rugby game, you have 30 people on the field with all their own motivations, trying to push the limits and see what they can get away with. And I mean, how is that different from a classroom, really? It's pretty much the same, right? So yeah, I'm finding I'm always using those teacher skills on the field and I'm using those referee skills in the classroom.
With the school year wrapping up, Kaluzniak will referee locally before heading back to the States to assistant referee international test matches. Edmonton will be represented on the upcoming season of the Amazing Race Canada.
We want to show Canada what Indigenous women are truly made out of.
Period. Hi, I'm Shayla.
And I'm Cheyenne.
And we're sisters from Edmonton, Alberta.
Cheyenne and Shayla are Cree and Métis sisters. They were raised on Treaty 6 territory. Both count Edmonton as their hometown. Cheyenne is a best-selling author, and Shayla is a mom. The Amazing Race Canada starts July 7th on CTV and airs the next day on Crave. This year's race kicks off in Whistler, BC. Coming up after the break, a new kind of biodegradable substance that can help farmers keep microplastics out of their crops. created by a grade 9 student for her science fair project.
Programming brought to you by Alberta iGaming Corporation. For integrity, for fun, for Alberta.
Welcome back. Nice warm afternoon. Temperature slightly above average after a cool start to the day. We'll be in the 10 or 11 degree range, it looks like, tomorrow morning. 22 for a daytime high in Edmonton today. 25s, 26s across the Peace Country. 32 into high level. Red Deer at 19 for a daytime high. So high level, likely a record daytime high. And again, tomorrow, you're going to be up close to 30 for a daytime high in the northwest, the warmest part of the province. Had some scattered thunderstorms in the northeast and through parts of the west through the day today. You can see those have shut themselves down through the evening hours tomorrow. We'll start with mainly sunny skies across most of the province. Maybe a little bit of cloud cover, a spotty shower possible in through Wednesday morning up around Fort McMurray. It's a little more active in the afternoon, although I don't think it's going to be as widespread as what we had late today. A little better chance through the foothills and up into northwestern Alberta to see some late afternoon thunderstorms. Here in Edmonton, all of that should fizzle out before it gets even close to the city Wednesday evening. Same probably happens Thursday. You get a pretty good chance for some storms, maybe even some severe thunderstorms in through this area late afternoon, early evening. Watch the Edmonton region, though. These will try to get close to us. I mean, there's maybe a slight chance Thursday evening, but it looks like it all pretty much breaks down. It's Friday night. We got a good chance of some showers or thunderstorms, and then Saturday, Sunday, some rain in the forecast, and at times it'll be steady rain. I don't think it's going to be as heavy as last weekend, but with the ground as saturated as it is, even 15 to 30 millimeters for some areas could pose some localized flooding problems again. 12 in Fort McMurray, 10 in Grey Prairie tomorrow morning. We'll be around 10 or 11 degrees here in the city. A little cooler in Red Deer at 7 degrees. Look at your daytime highs, 25 to 30 range across the northwest. Mid-20s in northeastern Alberta with a bit of cloud cover popping up through the afternoon. Should be about 23, 24 for Lloydminster, Coronation, Red Deer, and around 27 with mainly sunny skies in Jasper. We'll be in the mid-20s, we said, for the next 3 days. Enjoy your Wednesday, Thursday, and most of Friday. Chance of some thunderstorms Friday night. Rain for Saturday, Sunday. We'll try and narrow down exactly how much rain we might see in the coming days. Temperatures are certainly going to be cooler, though, mid to high teens Saturday, Sunday. And next week looks unsettled as we close out June and head towards Canada Day. Daytime highs in the low 20s with the chance of some scattered showers and thunderstorms. So next 3 days is your dry break. That is your forecast.
There were a number of Alberta students at the Canada-wide science fair held in Edmonton last month. And a grade 9 student from Calgary took home a number of awards with her biodegradable containers. CTV's Kevin Fleming reports.
It's transparent and looks similar to plastic products, but what Gayatri Sakarkar dreamed up for her science fair project is very different. She's developed an alternative covering that farmers can use on their crops, and it's environmentally friendly.
A lot of biodegradable alternatives have emerged, but these alternatives still release microplastics because they are often derived from petroleum-based biopolymers, and hence there was a need for a more safer alternative, which is what I created.
The 15-year-old spent months researching and developing her product outside of her schoolwork and designed an organic solution.
Polysaccharides are long chains of sugars, and they are derived from simple materials like orange peels and pineapple peels. And through extracting these sugars from these waste materials, I was able to create a low toxicity plastic, yet with also affordability and similar effectiveness to conventional films.
Her project earned her a top 6 at the Calgary Youth Science Fair and a gold medal at the national event in Edmonton.
You could tell that she did this herself, kind of originated the idea, developed the procedure, did all the work, and then solved a real world problem from start to finish. So for me, that's the most impressive is when they can do that, and it actually works at the end.
Sakarkar took in her first science fair when she was in grade 5, and her stepdad says she's always been a keen researcher.
I always ask questions about this and that, so
Sometimes it's hard for me to answer those questions, but I try my best.
Science fair allows me to go deep into a topic that I truly love, so it's not really to me like a part of academics. It's a way for me to enjoy and just discover new things.
Sakarkar says she still has more testing to do on her product and one day wants to manufacture it on an industrial scale to see how it performs. But for now, she's focused on finishing grade 9. Kevin Fleming, CTV News, Calgary.
Thanks for watching us tonight. For the latest news anytime, visit our website, ctvnewsedmonton.ca. Thank you for spending your time here. Have a good night.